Brainy Wave presents 14 Things Smart People Don't Do. We all know intelligent people, and if you're being completely honest with yourself, you've definitely occasionally envied them for their intellect. Now, being intelligent involves more than just getting the right answers and receiving good scores. Its potential is endless and it extends to many other facets of life. Being intelligent means having self-control and integrity, being brave and upbeat, and facing the world realistically. You're already smart for wanting to become smarter because you're watching this, after all. So, without further ado, here are 14 things that smart people don't do and what they do instead. Number 1. They don't make excuses for anything. Smart people take responsibility of their decisions and behaviors. They neither excuse themselves for their mistakes nor place the blame for their misfortunes on others. They accept responsibility because they are aware that the only way to change is to respond truthfully and embrace the reality of each circumstance. When you accept responsibility for your life, you are aware of what went well and poorly in each circumstance. By using what you've learned, you may improve your performance moving forward and, ultimately, go closer to realizing your objectives. Number 2. They don't rely on luck to solve their problems. It's simple to get caught up in the illusion that luck will bail you out or at the very least get you through a difficult scenario. But relying solely on luck is never a wise move. Smart people confront their problems head-on and concentrate on finding solutions rather than hoping on luck to solve them. They put their energy into achieving the desired result rather than wishing for it. Number 3. They don't act on emotions alone. You've probably heard that acting solely on your feelings might lead to tragedy. Emotions are neither undesirable nor incorrect, but it's crucial to be aware of them so you can comprehend why you feel the way you do about anything. Smart people are aware of when they should pause and weigh their choices before making a choice. They resist becoming carried away by excessively upbeat or downbeat thinking. They are aware of their own emotional limitations without losing sight of how valuable they are as people because they know themselves well enough to do so. And because of this, they are able to control their reactions to outside events rather than letting them overwhelm them. Number 4. They don't overestimate their abilities. When our egos are involved, it can be particularly difficult to confess when we're incorrect or not as brilliant at something as we'd like to believe. However, being aware of our talents and flaws enables us to embrace who we are and focus on areas that require development. Smart people are self-assured in their skills, but they also recognize that no one is an expert in everything. They therefore don't feel the need to exaggerate their abilities or give the impression that they are smarter than they actually are. They would rather concentrate on honing their skills and expanding their knowledge rather than overstating their capabilities and running the danger of embarrassment or being proven incorrect. Number 5. They don't expect immediate result. Every aspect of life benefits from having patience, but it's especially beneficial when working toward long-term objectives. Most people struggle because they seek quick outcomes. This is not achievable, and it is simple to become disheartened and give up when you don't see results right away. Smart people are aware that all worthy goals are eventually attained via perseverance, consistency, and work over time. They are realistic about how long it will take to reach their objective, whether it is to write a book or lose weight, and they don't give up easily even if progress is slower than anticipated. Number 6. They don't overly rely on others. You create a perception of weakness or ineptitude if you rely too heavily on others for resources like money, approval, knowledge, or power. To be clear, I'm not arguing that intelligent individuals never solicit or accept assistance from others. Obviously, they do. The ability to ask for and accept assistance is actually a sign of great emotional intelligence. But asking for assistance when you need it is one thing. Relying on others heavily is quite another. Smart people know how crucial it is to be as independent as possible. Number 7. They don't focus on things they can't control. Smart people occasionally find themselves in situations that are beyond their control, just like everyone else, regardless of how much information or insight they may possess. However, they decide to focus more on what they can do to improve their circumstances. They accomplish this by concentrating on their own actions. Specifically, they make decisions that give their lives momentum by focusing on what they can change rather than using energy trying to change things that are out of their control. Number 8. They don't waste time on people who discourage them. We must choose how to divide up the limited time, energy, and resources available to each of us. You'll have less time for constructive, goal-oriented activities the more time you spend around dream killers and pessimists. Smart people avoid interacting with demotivating people for this reason. They are aware that there will always be those who disagree with what they are doing or their decisions. Therefore, intelligent people deliberately choose to surround themselves with others who share their values and passions rather than attempting to please everyone. Number 9. They don't gossip much. People who gossip frequently find themselves in a never-ending loop of animosity, damaged feelings, and negativity, both personally and professionally. When you talk about someone, you could think you're simply venting or having a little fun, but keep in mind that your behavior influences how other people perceive you as well. Because they are aware that gossip will only waste their time, harm their reputation, and hurt others' feelings without cause, wise people avoid engaging in it. Number 10. They don't forget to say thank you. When we are young, our parents frequently emphasize the value of using the polite words, please, and thank you. However, as we age, we tend to forget that our parents were right because we want to be liked. Smart people are aware of this. They are aware that gratitude and appreciation go beyond good manners. By thanking the individual who assisted you, you are demonstrating your respect for their assistance. Additionally, thanking someone increases their desire to assist again in the future. And intelligent people never forget this, even though at the time it appears minor or insignificant. Number 11. They don't dwell on the past. We've all made mistakes and will undoubtedly continue to do so. But the past is the past, and wise people understand that it serves no use to dwell there. They merely utilize it as a manual to direct their future decisions. After all, it can be difficult to realize that you have changed. Your life has changed, and everything is different now if you constantly reflect on all of your mistakes. Number 12. They don't act irresponsibly. Do not interpret this to mean that intelligent people are boring or don't enjoy themselves. You can enjoy yourself, partake in a beverage, or laugh heartily. Being irresponsible doesn't make you boring. It just means you prefer to live a planned life. Whether you are a student, employee, business owner, artist, or superstar, better organization leads to higher productivity. The tendency of being reckless to backfire is something that almost everyone has experienced. Yet, clever people put what they have learned into practice. Number 13. They don't pull back from good cause, like the good idea. A cause worth fighting for is one that smart people do not give up on. These people were responsible for leading and achieving revolutions. Fortunately, there are still many issues in our culture that are worth fighting for. Our parents, bosses, and professors frequently make fun of our preferences, passions, and hobbies. Always keep an open mind and a curious mind. Recognize that a novel concept can teach you something. Number 14. They don't create unnecessary rivals, whether you work for a tiny company or are a rising star entrepreneur. You are sure to run against rivals, adversaries, competitors, or whatever other name you wish to give to certain people. These folks are not inherently evil. Only incompatibility separates your beliefs, philosophies, or points of view. It's critical to distinguish between foes produced by external forces and those produced by our own behavior. We already know that our rivals can cause mild paranoia. Therefore, it is best not to stir up any pointless confrontations. You can't see what's in front of you if you're continuously looking behind you. You now have it. We hope you enjoyed this video and found it intelligent, insightful, and useful. We only hope it has inspired you to think about how you might improve, mature, and succeed in life. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and share it with friends so we can make more videos. Click the subscribe button to see more videos like this, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Also, be sure to check out our other videos as well. Thank you for watching.